Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle something that, let's be honest, can look like a totally tangled web, the LiveGood compensation plan. It's full of all these percentages, levels, and bonuses, but we are going to cut right through it and find the simple, clear path.
If you've ever looked at a network marketing comp plan, you've probably felt your eyes just glaze over. It feels like a maze of numbers and jargon, but the real question, the one you actually care about, is always the same. How does the money actually work? That is the exact question we're here to answer. And we've got a clear roadmap to get there. We're going to start with the absolute foundation, something called your two trees. From there, we'll look at how you earn from the matrix. And then we're going to uncover the biggest payout in the entire plan, the matching bonuses. We'll even look at the diamond pools before we tie it all together into a really simple path forward.
Okay, let's dive into the most fundamental concept of the whole plan. Seriously, if you get this part, everything else just clicks into place. It all starts with your two trees. That's right. In this system, it's like you have two different organizations running at the same time. You've got an enroller tree and a matrix tree. They look different, they behave differently, and understanding what each one is for is the absolute key to unlocking this whole thing.
So, let's put them side by side. Your enroller tree, think of this as your personal family tree in the business. It's all about who you bring in, who they bring in, and so on. It can be infinitely wide, and this is what determines your rank and those all-important matching bonuses. Now, the matrix tree, that's a completely different beast. It's a very rigid structure with just two spots on your front line. This is what pays out your monthly commissions, and this is critical, it can include people you didn't personally enroll through something called spillover.
All right, so let's zoom in on the matrix and see how this builds your first stream of income. This is really where the team build aspect of this whole thing comes to life. So what exactly is this spillover thing? Well, it's when people who are enrolled by those above you get placed into your matrix because their frontline spots are already full. But LiveGood does something really unique here. It's not just about who joins first. It's about how the system fills an entire level to spread the love around. Check this out. Instead of filling a level 1 person at a time from left to right, the system actually fills all the left side positions on that level first. Only after all those left spots are taken does it circle back and start filling all the right side positions. It might sound like a small detail, but it means more people get help from spillover and they get it sooner. It's all designed for team momentum. So what does this actually mean for your bank account? It's simple. You get paid 2.5% of the monthly membership fee for every single person in your matrix, down to 12 or even 15 levels deep, depending on your rank. And here's the most important part. It does not matter who enrolled them. If they are in your matrix, you get paid on them. Period. Okay, so the matrix income, that's a solid foundation. But the sources are very clear. That is not the main event. By far, the biggest piece of this compensation plan comes from what they call matching bonuses. This is where the income potential really starts to multiply. The concept is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You match 50%, half of the entire matrix check for every single person you personally enroll. So just imagine, you enroll 10 people, they each start earning, say, $400 a month from their own matrix. The system will then pay you a $200 match on each of them. That's an extra $2,000 for you, completely separate from your own matrix check. This is why that enroller tree is so darn important. Now, here's a line that can sound super confusing at first. Calculated by the enroller tree, but paid on the matrix. What on earth does that mean? Don't worry, it's actually pretty simple once you break it down. Here's the absolute simplest way to think about it. Your enroller tree is just a list. It tells the system who you are eligible to match. That's its only job here. The matrix then determines how much those people on your list actually get paid. So the system just looks at your enroller tree list, finds someone you enrolled, sees they earned $1,000 in their matrix, and boom, it pays you your 50% match of $500. That's it. Okay, this is where the plan gets really, really powerful. We know you get paid on someone if they are in your matrix. And we know you get paid again by matching the person who enrolled them. But how far does that really go?
How many times can you actually get paid on the volume from a single person in the organization?
The answer, potentially, is 11. Yep, you heard me right, 11 times. Before we even break down how that's possible, just let that number sink in for a second.
All right, here's the logic. Let's follow the money. First, you get paid on someone just because they're in your matrix. That's time number one. Now, let's say the person who enrolled them is also in your enroller tree. Well, you get to match that enroller's check, which includes the volume from that same person. That's time number two. Then you match the enroller's enroller and their enroller and so on. As you rank up, you get paid on up to 10 generations of enrollers. So that's one direct payment plus 10 potential matches, which gets you paid on the same person's membership fee up to 11 different times. It's wild.
So we've got matrix pay, we've got these massive matching bonuses. What else could there possibly be? Well, for the top leaders, there's one more layer: the diamond and crown diamond pools.
Now, this is different. The company takes 2.5% of every single dollar that comes into the company. We're talking memberships, all product sales, everything, globally. And it puts it into these bonus pools. This means the top leaders get a piece of the entire company's success, which rewards them for contributing to overall growth, not just what's happening in their own team. To put that into perspective, the source gives a great example. If the company has a $10 million revenue month, that's $200,000 that goes into the diamond pool. If there are 50 qualified diamonds that month, each one gets a $4,000 bonus check. And that's just from this pool alone. Yeah, it's a big deal. Okay, we've walked through the two trees, the matrix, the matching bonuses, and the pools. We've unpacked all that complexity. So what does this all boil down to? What is the actual simple strategy here?
After all those details about matrices and generations and pools, the core strategy is almost shockingly simple. Enroll people. That's it. That's the game.
As the source material says so well, the more people you personally enroll, the bigger your enroller tree gets. This naturally drives duplication in the matrix for everybody. And as we just saw, the bigger their matrix checks are, the bigger your matching bonuses become. Every single part of the plan we've talked about is powered by that one simple action. So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. You never know who the next superstar, the next diamond in your organization is going to be, or where they're even going to come from. And the only way you're ever going to find them is to just keep sharing. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.